and I am the coordinator for this 6-day online FDP. Being organized with the sponsorship from the Atal Academy. And along with me, my team, Dr. V.V. Praveen Kumar, who is a coordinator, and Waka Srikanth, he is a faculty from the same department of IoT. So we combinedly organizing this particular 6-day Atal FDP on forensic cybersecurity concept, research trends, process challenges, policy and compliance. And yesterday, we have the day one, we have conducted 2 sessions successfully. And today I welcome all the participants from various parts of the country, from distinguished colleges, various technical organizations, industry, to the second day of Atal online FDP on forensic cybersecurity concept, research trends, process challenges, policy and the compliance. And today we are having an esteemed guest and a distinguished expert from this particular cyber security domain. So, Shri Babu Subrahmani garu. So, he is a distinguished personality who is having wide experience in cyber security and cyber forensics domain. So, we have requested his presence for day two to deliver 2 sessions on this day two. So he will be covering. So first, I want to introduce our esteemed guest, Shri Subrahmani Babu garu. So I want to briefly introduce Sir with his profile. So Shri Babu Subramani garu is a renowned cyber security expert and a cyber forensic scientist. He has worked as a scientist, cyber forensics laboratory at Indian Computer Emergency Response Team. Okay, generally called it as a, in short form CERT in Department of Information Technology, Ministry of Communications and Information Technology, Government of India. He has assisted in cyber forensic examination of various cybercrime cases, including of national interest. He has undertaken training on computer forensics from SANS Institute, SANS Bangalore, and has earned leading international digital forensics certifications, including GIAC certification, Certified Forensic Analyst, GCFA, from SANS and CISSP from ISC2. He has also attended SANS trainings GCFA, GCFE, GNFA, and advanced smartphone forensics from SANS. He also specializes in the domain of incident response and cyber security and cyber defense. He regularly trains law enforcement officers on cyber forensics. Currently, he is working as the global head cyber forensic investigation and e-discovery wing for a popular MNC. Sir, welcome, sir. Subrahmani Babu garu. So, we are very much honored to have such a great personality and expert in our Atal FDP domain. So we are very much honored to have to deliver these 2 sessions on day 2, sir. So welcome to this 6-day online FDP, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, sir. Indranil, sir, and Subramani Babu. Thank you so much for your warm welcome, and I'm really, feeling blessed. And thanks for this great opportunity. And I'll try my level best to share, exchange, my views and my knowledge, my experience, in fact, with all of your, colleagues. And yeah, if you're all set, then I'll share my screen. Then I'll, walk through.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. So I welcome all the participants to have a great session ahead from Sri Subramani Babu, sir. So hope everybody will have insights into the cyber forensics and cyber security related aspects from the renowned and distinguished expert. So let us have the deep dive into the cyber security and cyber forensics domain with the hope with the help of our resource person today. So I welcome all the participants once again to the day 2 session. So have a happy learning. All the best. Sir, please, you can take over the session and share your screen, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, Indranil, sir. Dear participant, good evening, and please let me know. My screen is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. So quickly, almost, I do have experience, whatever Indranil sir, said, that is my background. In fact, I do have total 22 years of experience. And quickly, one or two cases I would like to give the background. Now, right? So this is actually the recently, Australian Prime Minister. He had returned one, God idol dancing Nadraja to our honorable Prime Minister, right? And this case, done by me. Actually, if you could see, the background, there is a person called Subhash Kapoor, and he settled in, US. He was running on one antique shops. This guy, had stolen one of the oldest temple from Tamil Nadu, that is called, during Chola dynasty, right? So one idol, he actually, smuggled and, sold to Australian government, right? So the cost, if you could see, Indian cost, nearly, this, sorry, USD dollars, so nearly, 5.1, millions actually. So that is the cost he sold out. So the challenges here, I'll tell you, he was arrested through, Interpol, and in Germany, Frankfurt, and the Interpol police seized two mobile phones. One is the iPhone, another one is the Samsung. The challenge with iPhone, it's a passcode locked, and during that time, almost 10 years back, 10 12 years back, none of the forensic laboratory, so they had a facility to bypass or their passcode, and even the accused, he was reluctant to share the password, right? Passcode. So he is the guy who was in a red color shirt, and during that time I was working with the CERT India, as Indranil sir mentioned, right? So I got an opportunity. In fact, I was able to successfully bypass using some of the applications, and then able to recover almost 16,500 pages of digital evidence, and which contain a lot of Indian and ancient Hindu god idols actually, and also recovered, you could see, 22,000 plus email communications using forensic toolkits. In fact, I'm going to discuss on those tools and techniques, all those things. Okay, so that is the one case, and another case, as Indran sir mentioned, right, a lot of national interest cases, and I have done almost 1500 plus cases, and few things which are related to terrorist related cases, right? In fact, as a few terrorists got death convictions because of my contribution during my government service. Yeah. So quickly, I'll cover the topic which has been given to me. In fact, this digital forensic course we used to conduct more than 40 hours program, right? And due to the time constraints, I will try my level best to to cover within these two sessions. So generally, before taking you all into this such and seizure of digital evidence, I wanted to give short brief, where the digital forensic applies. So we all know, cyber security, right? That is a vast, broad domain topic, right? So if you in the cyber security, so if you broadly divide, we can call it a reactive measures and a proactive measures. Let me talk about quickly, proactive measures in cybersecurity. We put a lot of guidelines, policies, procedures, right, standards, and also advisories. Everything we will tell them. These are the do's and the don'ts. And patch your operating system, patch your applications, use genuine software, and enable MFA like multi-factor authentication. These are the preventive measures we always give them. So we call those what do you call advisories as a proactive measures, so that we will be safeguard ourselves or our information assets from the hackers. Correct? That is what we call them proactive or preventive measures. Then another broad topic called reactive measures. Like, so what is meant by reactive measures means even though if you are putting your best efforts, we cannot give the guarantee of 100%. There is always 0-day vulnerability where the hacker can come and he may exploit it, right? So we can't expect that or we can't give assurance that 100% I can protect your information assets. Okay, so somehow the hacker, infiltrated into our network or he hacked your account. I mean, your computers or server. Then how we can, respond to that incident, right? That is security incident. So that is what reactive measures comes, right? So reactive measures only the two topics. One is the incident response. Next one is the digital forensics. These two things comes under reactive measures. So incident response, for example, please do recall when we had a COVID, right? Very beginning 2019. When any one of the person got tested with a positive, then immediately we keep him in isolated environment, right? Quarantine entire home, entire house, entire street, entire region. So that is what government also has taken measurement, correct? The same way, assume that in your college or in your company you are using thousands plus computers, right? What if one computer is getting infected? What will happen? If you are not able to do instant response procedures on time, then the worst case, the entire thousand machine may get affected. Correct? So because if it is in the same network, even if it is a different network, if you allow the traffic from one network, one subnet to another subnet, I mean one virtual LAN to another virtual LAN, there could be a lot of chances where the malware may get propagated, right? That may be ransomware incident or any other incident. Right. Right. So what is the best practice? We will go and the content. Content mean isolating that machines. Right. So that is what the incident response procedures is very very important. If we do not perform properly, then that will lead for crisis. I can see currently the participant around 60 plus. Assume that we are all working in one important company, correct? And one or two machines infected with a ransomware where we could not able to switch on the laptop or not able to access any of the files. Do you think any impact to the business? Sir, one kind request to each one of you participants, right? If you have any doubt, feel free to stop it, right? I'll be really feeling better if we made the sessions as interactive. Right, sir?
Sir, your voice is a little bit low, sir.
Okay, okay. So now is it fine, sir?
Yeah,
I
you can
can.
adjust your mic or so. Little bit low voice.
I'll try to speak with a louder, sir. Yeah. No, okay.
Yes, now it is okay, sir. Now it is fine.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yes,
Thanks for no feedback. And accordingly, I'll move on. So
sir.
as I said, if you are not doing the proper incident procedures, that may lead for the major impact. As I said, currently I could see 65 users of this presentation. Assume that all of us we are working for one company, right? So any one or two persons laptop not able to usable. I mean it's infected with the ransomware. Do you see any business impact? Correct. All other 63 peoples can work. We could not see any major impact on that. What if the all 65 users not able to access their laptop? What it? So then nobody can that will then it will be lead for the crisis. So that is what the incident response procedures is very crucial, and we need to respond to the incident on time. Correct? Okay. Now, assume that the incident, security incident took place, and or cybercrime, right? So, as a first responder or police, if they're reaching into the crime scene, what are the rules they need to follow? Right? In computer forensics, these are the basic rules. We call them rules of thumb. So, we never work on the original evidence, and the digital evidence needs to be handled properly. We do have a lot of forensic software utilities which we can use them for retrieving the evidence from the storage media, maybe hard disk or pen drive or CD. Then never trust a subject. I will explain this point at later part. And very importantly, the document everything in the crime scene. How many systems were switched on, how many systems are switched off, all those things. Okay. So these are the actually accreditations of chief police officers. There is in UK based organizations. So they drafted 5 basic rules actually, right? That that should be considered whenever police officer goes to the crime scene. That means you could see here the no action should be taken by the police officer or their agent, right? That should not make or alter the data contained in the media. That is important message here, right? The first principle. So change the data held in the computer. In principle 2, in case if it is necessary to access the original data, right, they need to create or explain what could be the implications on their actions actually. That means the documentation is very important, right? And whatever he was doing it, he is supposed to have audit rights. I will show you the please make a note of it, this point. I'll be showing some demo, then I will now highlight this one. Excuse me. Because whenever we are collecting some evidence, right? So what are the activities, actions we are taking that should be captured by the tool which we are using it. That is important. That now resembles in the principle number 3. Okay. The principle number 4, if you could see, the responsibility lies with officers, right? To ensure the compliance with any law. That means in India, we do have IT Act. In Europe, they do have GDPR, right? All those things. The person who is working it, he has to comply within the local law, which are related to information technology. So that is important actually. The final rule, the same thing, right? So he should be, whatever he does, the evidence which he captures, that should be admissible in the court of law. That is very important. Even if he copies some data, that is also should carry along with authentic way. I will explain everything during the demonstrations. So whatever the crisp which we take it out from that these 5 rules, that is the basic rules, just for that is applicable for police officers. So otherwise, before reaching into the crime scene, as a first responder or police officer, he is supposed to do the checklist, right? And what are the tools required for collecting digital evidence, he has to carry with him, and other stationery for anti-stat bag and bubble covers for packaging purpose. And there's some forensic boot studio. I will give you a link. You can download and practice it. The right blocker. This is actually I will show right blocker. How does it look and the importance of forthcoming class slides. Documentations, that is very important. Finally, sterile hard disk, which is nothing but to store the copies of the image. We will see one by one. right? So this was just now I explained. We'll move on. Once if we reaching into the crime scene, the first of all, who are the responsible person who is sitting near to the machines, he should be removed from the crime scene. That is important, right? And otherwise, he may try to help you, and at the same time, he may try to destroy the data. That is a possibility, right? We should be cautious. All those things. So sometimes what happen, very well, right? A full disk encryptions. You are all from academic background. You would have presented some paper, BitLocker, right? All those things, because it is a typical requirement for the companies where we need to ensure our client we are complying with the data security, right? What if my laptop, while if I ever to lost during my travel, then if somebody picks up the laptop, if it is not encrypted, that guy may copy my sensitive data, right? To ensure that, we need to implement data security. That means the encryptions data to rest. That is important. In case if you are getting such a laptop for your investigation, you are supposed to interact with the owner of that machine to try to understand whether he had enabled any encryptions or not. If we had enabled it, then we supposed to take decryption keys from him. Then only we'll be able to investigate that machines. Otherwise, we may not. Got it? So that is a challenge. These are the general thing. Crime scene documentations. If you are going to the crime scenes for collection of digital evidence, how does it looks the crime scene? How many computers were presented? How many of them switched on? How many of them switched off? Take a videograph or photographs and make a proper documentations. This is very much required whenever you are going for any court, right? Otherwise, defense lawyer may argue with you. So quickly, in digital evidence, generally what happen, in digital evidence, we call them into two types. One is the volatile evidence and non-volatile evidence. We know all of us, we are from computer background. We all knew that, volatile memory, non-volatile memory, right? We know the differentiations also. If power supply goes off, whatever the content exists in the volatile memory, that means in a RAM, that may disappear. But in computers, that is a gold mine for us, right? So entire RAM, whatever the content, we use to capture those RAM, memory, and we will extract, a lot of data from the RAM. So that is a one good thing. In fact, you all could recall, right? Day to day, you are using, browsers for internet access, right? Anyone tell me what is the difference between normal browsing and incognito or in private browsing? Any one of you? Would you like to comment? If you could see, can you see it here? This is incognito mode, right? So what here they are saving it. If you are accessing through private browsing, so the data browsing history will not be getting stored, including cookies and side data. Whatever informations we are entering into the forms, but still the website what we are visiting it will be known to proxy. That means your employer or your college authority or even your ISPs also, right? The reason I highlighted this one, through RAM we may able to get all data if you are whatever the data you are browsing through in private browsing. Got it? That is a one advantage with the memory forensics, right? I will show the demo also. Quickly, let me show you. Is my notepad is visible, sir? Any one of you?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yeah. Thank you. So generally in digital forensics, we have tools. Okay, two types. One is evidence collection tool, evidence analysis tool, right? These are the two things. So I will walk through one by one, right? In evidence also, volatile evidence, non-volatile evidence. If volatile evidence, whatever the RAM content, that will be disappear. I'll show you what is the RAM, and you can go open your task manager. Just a moment. Give me 1 second. Uh, so let me show the task manager. Okay, some settings. That's what not able to access. Otherwise, you could see it. Whatever the process is coming, we may able to get it right in the taskbar. Right. Okay, I'll come back on this. I don't want to waste time. Okay, whatever the RAM content which we could see, so that is actually example for volatile evidence, right? Let me know this is CMD is there. Command prompt. Now here I'll show you. Okay, here if I execute command, right? You all know that how DNS it works. Now you could see here if I type it netstat, this will give you network status. Okay, now let me capture this output. Netstat dot txt. Now you could see you could see here this is what I captured, correct? So what you are able to see it here, right? Then active connections you are seeing it. This is the protocol. Local address is nothing but your computer IP address. Foreign IP address is your the web server IP address, right? Website IP address, web servers. Then current state and what is the process ID? It's initiate the connections. All these things probably some of the process by default I installed some of the LLM here. By default it's open what is called a port number and listening on the particular service. Now you scroll down, you could see Currently this is the WhatsApp I connected, and this is my IP address, and it's a target IP address. Connection is established. Got it? So likewise you can scroll down wherever it's applicable, you can see that. Now the complete whatever output you are seeing it, right? Assume that any one IP address, right? If it is belongs to hacker's IP address, and we may not be able to capture it if you are not able to capture this output. If you restart the machine, whatever the command you have seen it here, so that will be completely permanently lost. That means, let me put this way: you are all here and you are coming to the office, right? And you are seeing that there is a pen drive lies on on the road or side on your foot. So typically we will pick, right? And if you are inserting that pen drive into your computer, so that is enough. So we don't know what's happening in background. Automatically a hacker will take a control of it. That means through autoplay or some service, you may able to infiltrate your computer. You can take all data. Right now in that situation, how you can catch that guy, right? This is the only command will be useful. If you are able to capture it, then you have the hacker's IP address. This is the only your IP version 6, right? For example. So otherwise, if you are not able to catch hold that guy, so you simply walk away. So that is, these are the whatever the evidence you are seeing it, right? We call them volatile evidence, right? That's what network state. And running process, right? You can go to the task manager and look for what are the processes are running background. Yeah, those things we call them task. All this whatever the process it comes, if you are not capturing a RAM, then everything will disappear. So how we will collect evidence? I'll quickly walk through demo, right? Or even if you are interested, you follow me. So to capture all running processes, I will show you here. Okay, one nice command. Go to the Google. You type IR try H. This is one of the fantastic tool. You type it GitHub, right? Click this one. To this one. Let me paste this link with all of you. Oh, sorry. Just now I was seeing this message. You can try this one if you want. I don't know. Am I able to? Yeah, I pasted. Let me know you are able to get my messages. You got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, if anyone wish to download or something, you try this. Okay. Once if you access it, it will be coming like this. Click. Yeah, you can go and download. You try here. Download zip. Okay. This is the let me reiterate the exercise what we are doing it. We are collecting volatile evidence. That is the demonstrations. Okay. Go here. After downloading, you can unzip it, double click. There is an application called IR Triage. Do right click, run as administrator. Okay. Yeah, you're all able to see it. In real time, what you need to do? In real time, assume that you are a police officer or you are a administrator or incident responder. If you suspect your machine is under attack and you wanted to collect volatile evidence, what you need to do? Download this particular tool from internet, unzip it and copy into your pen drive, carry the pen drive, insert that pen drive into the infected machine and double click this IR triage applications, and now you will follow the steps. Quickly enter the case number, then I will type it like this. Okay, training. Okay, examiner you can put Babu, that's it, your name, and wherever you are running it, it will execute. Here you are all seeing it, right? What information you are seeing it? Assume that my machine is infected. I wanted to collect all volatile evidence. Now you could see that this will capture my system informations and my the running processes, services, handles, services, right? Like audio drivers and the volume shadow copy, everything it will run as a service. Handles, whatever the opened files, it will be captured. Scheduled task, for example, the disgruntled employee, he wanted to destroy all machines. He will not do immediately. He will take and he will configure such a damage after 6 months. The virus will execute. Correct? And the host name information. Auto run is nothing but advanced persistent threats. It will go persistent techniques it will adapt, and it will remain undetected in the machines, and though if you are using any antivirus product. And account settings, assume that in my account how many users account have been created, and any remote hackers logged in into my machines, those details also I may able to get it from running this tool. If I run this tool capable of capturing all these details. This is related to system information. Okay, now you could see the second tab, network informations, right? This is all related to network informations, IP address configurations. If I show you the actual data, how does it look? You go here, the command prompt, type CLS, like if I type it system info, now this is collect complete system informations. Right, it is mandatory for you to go and justify this is what you captured in the crime scene. Now you could see what is the host name, what is the operating system versions, make, model, processes, and the RAM, page file, and what is the current fix, IP address, all details. IP config details, whatever information, small command. So see, we are all from computer science background. We knew how to execute the commands, but we cannot expect police officers will execute all the commands, right? To make it a very simplistic way, and some guys have developed this GUI based interface tool, and it will be very much useful for police officials. Got it? Now you could see next one is the registry. So the registry, which is nothing but it is a centralized database, and where it is applicable for Windows machine. You all knew that if I insert any first time pen drive into your computer, the left hand side lower, or you could have observed that installing drivers, which is nothing but the registry. It will make a collects reading serial number of pen drive, make, model, and other details. It will record, make entries in the registries. Next time if you are inserting the pen drive, it will not take much time, right? That you know very well. Okay, so this may be a little bit what I can say confused. How do we correlate with a real time case? What I'm trying to say, let me give one actual case studies. There is a ministry, okay, one of the Ministry of Home program implementations. Every ministry office they do have chief vigilance officers, and whoever indulging with some malpractice or corruption or something, some internal case will be registered against that employee. The case will be running on. So one find what happened. The accused person entered into chief vigilance officer's cabin, and he carried 1 terabyte portable hard disk. He connected into chief vigilance officer's machine. He was doing something. Then around 10:30, when the CVC chief vigilance officers entered his cabin, he noticed that the accused person was accessing his computer. And after seeing him, immediately he removed the 1 terabyte hard disk. He ran away from his cabin. Given that scenario, now you are an examiner. Just keep it, or you are the person. What is your suspicion? Right? What are the doubts you will get? Any idea? Yeah, feel free to unmute yourself and have discussion with me. It would be nice, so that I'll get convinced that you are all listening this workshop. Right? Any idea? Any thoughts from your end? Okay, fine. I'll explain. So probably that guy would have copied some data from that computer. That is a doubtful, right? Assume that that is only his objective. Now we understand, accessing your computer is violation, right? He shouldn't have done that, but he did so. Now, how do we punish it, right? We need to have evidence. Then only we can take legal actions against that guy, right? So now that IAS officer called me, in fact, he called my DG, explained him. I went to the crime scene. I helped him to draft a questions. Particular day, whether any USB device connected into that computer or not. That is the first question. Second question, if it is connected, What is the make, model, serial number and size? Third question, is there any files, folders transferred from this computer into that USB hard drive, USB device? So these are the three major questions, correct? I helped them. And also I told him, you lodge a police complaint, conduct a search and seizure of that accused person home. Then if you notice any hard drive, then hand over to me for further investigation. Now police went. That guy was very cooperative. He handed over that hard drive. Now hard drive and that computer both came to me for forensic investigation. Now where I could get all information, only registries, no other locations. Only registry. The moment if you insert any pen drive, the pen drive details will be updated in the registries. So how do you do that? Let me show you right away, or you can also follow that. Click regedit, open run command, type regedit. Yeah, this is what a registry editor. It is a centralized database of the Windows machine. System, current control set, enum, USB store. Now you could see. So these are the USB, right? Jet flash. You could see this is the HP. Okay. Now this is serial number. Whatever you are seeing, serial number. This also serial number. This is jet flash. This is HP. This is Western Digital. You are all able to see it. And the date also, you could see the date of insertions. We can get it. Okay. Okay. So this is what we will do, investigation. So what I did after I got the both evidence, I mean pen drive and desktop hard drive, I completed my investigation. I submitted the report. So that guy got convictions, right? Now you understand what is the importance of registry. So registry you will get under this system. Security related configuration will be found under security. Some list of user account created in my computer, those details you will be able to get it here. Software, what are the softwares have been installed on my systems, those details will be getting here, right? And the remaining some other a little bit into the details. The next one, disk informations. How many disks have been connected? What is the file system? Is there any pen drive mounted here? Complete directory of information. What are the files and folders are exist in my computers? The evidence collections you could see, very important. You are all able to see it. Memory image. This is what your RAM. Okay, RAM dump. This tool is capable of creating RAM dump. Sometimes it will crash. Then I will refer some other tools. And for time being, I will remove all these things. This will be like advanced level forensics, and we will explain later. If you are investigating malware or ransomware investigation, then make sure that you selected all the points. Then volume shadow copy also little bit in the advanced topic we will talk about later. And option. Very, very important to understand. I believe most of you and worked with the hashing algorithm, right? To prove, you might have studied like this way, CRC, right? And now message resist, MD5. SHA-1 means like a secure hashing algorithm. So you can try to download some tools, then you will be able to find out. If time permits, I will show the demo also. What is the takeaway here? After collecting every file, this will calculate hashing. This will calculate hashing. If it is a full stop or any one comma or one letter change, then you will get complete different hash value. So that somebody tampered these particular files. That is the takeaway. Okay. Then remove all those things. After selecting only limited, then go for run. Now what it does, it's a collecting volatile evidence, very, very crucial. And if you failed to collect, then it may lead for, I think you are losing the crucial evidence. One restart, that will destroy any memory resident malware. That means fileless malware. I don't know how many of you heard about. No, you could have heard about because you may have submitted some research paper. You can type it fileless malware, right? Now you are able to see it here. So this is what fileless malware it is. This is a type of malicious code that runs directly on the computer RAM only, instead of being installed in the file hard drive, making it harder to detect and remove, right? So this is what the challenge it is. It is available only in the RAM. If you are not capturing the RAM, we will not be able to find out the the, this malicious program malware, right? Generally, it will use PowerShell script and Windows management instrumentation scripts. These are will be running on the memory only. So that is what we would like to capture this crucial evidence using this IR triage tool, right? This is one of the best tool where you can use it for capturing volatile evidence. So I'll take quick pause. We'll open it for your discussions or any questions. Welcome. And even if you don't want to speak or something, just you type your questions. Happy to take it up. Yeah, still it's capturing memory. Okay. Meanwhile, let it run in background. Excuse me. So I will continue with my presentations. So this is what we have done currently. What we are doing it, we are collecting volatile evidence, right? That is a demo. So we have executed the trusted command. That means through IR triage. In background, whatever you are seeing in my screen, right? Except the physical memory, the rest of the evidence it's automatically capturing it, right? Kind of date and time and not physical memory RAM. and logged in users or local remote, whatever the processes are running, network connections, and so on. Yeah, you can execute this command, then you will come to know what is the output there. Okay, so physical memory, that's what RAM. You could see if you are capturing RAM, you may able to get password in clear text. If you are accessing Gmail or any other mail, when now they are flushing it out, that memory, protected memory, but very beginning, maybe even 10 years back, I was able to recover even internet banking password also, Gmail password also, everything I was able to recover it. And memory resident malware, I told you, that is a fileless malware. Those things also you can carve it from the memory, right? And also currently I opened the PPT. This PPT also you can carve it from the RAM dump. And sometimes encryption keys. These are the some well-known tools from sysinternets. You can download and we can practice. All the tools being used background of this IR triage, right? So that is a collection of tools automatically integrated, and then one by one it's executing, collecting the evidence. So how to do that?
Sir, sorry to interrupt you, sir. Someone,
Yeah, go ahead,
some.
sir. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Hello, sir. Sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead, sir.
Sir, some participants are asking some doubt in the chat. If the
Okay.
devices are crashed, then how to collect volatile data?
Okay, that is really good questions. If the laptop, right, and if you are having some what is called any hibernation file, then there is a possibility. Otherwise, chances are very less. We may lose the volatile data actually if the devices are crashed. Excellent questions, madam. Yeah. Any other questions in connected with? Sometimes it happens. That's what you might have experienced that blue screen death, right? Or PMM, there is a tool called, you can use it, PMM tool, and with the help of the tools, you may able to capture the RAM dump. But these are the tools, to be very frank with you, last 10 15 years I'm using it. I never experienced during that operations the device got crashed. But yeah, if you use these memory capture tools, Win32D, sorry, DD, or Win64DD, if you're using it, yeah, sometimes the system may get crashed. But certainly if the laptop is getting systems got crashed, we could not able to get the volatile evidence. Right? Okay, good. Any other questions, or can I move forward? Right. So next, this is, if you could see here, there are a lot of sophisticated malware attacks, malware being developed. There is a context called DLL side loading. DLL side loading, which means malware will come. I mean, the normal process will come. It will load the DLL into the memory. The maybe the main process would be having genuine legitimate. But the DLL side loading means the DLL will be always available from the root directory. Windows system, C colon Windows system 32. Underneath you will find all DLL files. That is the appropriate right path where the DLL may get loaded into the RAM. But if you are downloading some DLL is running from the download folder, then that gives us suspicious, reputations. Then we can have doubt. It should not run any DLL from the different directory than root directory. That is the context. Okay. So I think probably my process completed. Let me check. Oh, still it's running. This will take half an hour or 1 hour according to the systems, the size. Okay. So these are the tools. You can try this PS list, right? And PS process hacker and all those things. Now you could see whatever the task which I have selected, it's completed. It says, yeah, we can walk through now. What are the crucial data it's collected? Got it? Now I can go say, okay. Now close this one. Our job is done. So in real time, what you could do, you can run this tool and remove the pen drive, shut down the machine, walk through. Now you are all seeing it, my laptop, where there is a tool I downloaded, I executed the tool. Now inside the directory, you would find one more folder got created. This is what the evidence folder, right? Timestamp 2025 11:11 around 6:42 minutes. The folder got created, and the desktop -4 RCT59V is the host name. Get inside. You remember I mentioned some audit trail very beginning. This is what this tool does. Can you see me here? Quickly I'll go back. There was a rule where I was mentioned it. Tool number yes 3. An audit trail or other record of all processes applied to a computer based evidence should be created and preserved. An independent third party should be able to repeat those processes and achieve the same results. That is what the audit trail, you could see it here. All right. Let me show here. Whatever incident logs is your audit trail. You open it. Now you could see what time, what command is executed. The reason for audit trail, if you are capturing this kind of evidence, you are while submitting or trial in the court, defense side they will come. That means accused side their lawyer will come. No, you are only carried a pen drive. You inserted into my laptop or my computer, and you did something, and now you are blaming us. You only planted evidence. That guy will blame us, right? This is what the evidence log which you can show to them. What are the command it got executed background? How does it evidence got collected? Everything listed over here, step by step. So it is very crucial to preserve this file. Got it? Let me close this one. Now the second one, MD5 hashes. Now you see after executing this particular file tool, this tool collected this kind of text file. It's created disk mount, accounts admin, autoram, DNS lookup, ARP table. You could see quickly see one by one. Got it? all these many files it got created. Got it? Let me close this, minimize or close. Now where is the evidence? Go to evidence folder. Now these are under collected folder. This is what your evidence, right? Collect host name. This is the host name. Then what is the IP details? You can go check this one, IP config info. Whatever I executed command, right? This also captured. Got it? Close, minimize, close. Any local shares? Let me see. Nothing. Any DNS? Excuse me. Now I want you to pay close attention here. This is the one of the logs where you can find out, DNS, the cache memory. That is also being captured. Excuse me. Right? The DNS always, how does it, resolves the IP address. Those details you would be able to find out. Even you would have heard about it, DNS poisoning. All those details you will be able to get it here. Okay, lot of details you will be able to get it here. What other information, if you wanted to see it, you can go and check it up. Right, IP address, other details, interface, all those things. Now you could see NTFS info. Open this one. This is about file system. What is the total file system? What is the total hard drive? 1 terabyte hard drive, all those things, plus address, everything you would be able to get it, including your MFT also. Right? You could see system info and the system details, sessions, volume info. Whatever you are seeing it, all these things is related to your volatile evidence. You could see this is how your process loads. Whenever you are switching on your laptop or desktop, the first process will be system. From system, you could say process ID, it will be always 4, right? And there is a PPID will be there. If it is not there, no worries. Then from system, these are the process evolving it. Child, we call them child processes. How many processes you could see? Any one process could be your malicious one, like this, right? That is what we collected all those things. If you are not running the tool, then automatically all this crucial evidence we may lose it. Now you could see there is a scheduled task also. So most of the malware or any other process will create all automated scheduled tasks here. Got it? Any doubts? I'll appreciate. Even you could see network connections. Whatever we have seen that, right? Yeah, these are the network. Let us see this connections is established. They're telling I'll be copying this particular IP. You could see, right? These are the active connections and the protocol. Local address, which is nothing but my laptop IP address. Foreign means which is nothing but the website which I have is state, and the state listening established, all those things which process ID it creates. Now, for example, if I know this is the one IP address, let me copy. I will find whether this IP address is malicious or genuine. To know that, there is a website called IP address database. You can type it here. IP abuse DB. Go here, paste it. Now you will come to know that whether this IP address belongs to whom, whether this IP address already have been indulged with the committing or any malicious activity. Now you are all able to see this particular IP address. It's currently established. The IP address belongs to Microsoft. The owner is Microsoft. Country Singapore. And you could see here currently what they are telling. This is the outcome. The current IP address was not found in our database. That means they are saying that it is a legitimate IP. If it is a malicious IP, then they would say, and you will get the result also. It's been attacked, starting brute force attack, ransomware attack, all those things you will be able to get the update here. Okay, that is those informations. Yeah, there is a net view you could see. Under net view, they are not able to capture any evidence. In net NBT status, let me see that. This is related to your net bias details. Nothing is coming up. Your let me see, any route information is there? Wait, any route ERP table, right? All these ERP tables. Anything related to route information or ST? Yes, this one route netstat. Now you could see before reaching it, these are the route. They would be able to get it. And here you could see services. What are the services are running? All the services will be loaded along with your laptop boot, operating system boot, right? You could see how many services are by default. It's loaded along with the OS. Whenever if you are starting your laptop or desktop, if you are using this command tool, it will be able to capture this one. What is the use? What is the relevancy? You could ask the questions. The relevance is here. You would be able to find out malware may present under as a service. That is only the takeaway here. Nothing else. You got it? Yeah. These are the most of the things I have explained it. And now you could see account details also. This is the password policy. Okay. How many accounts? These are the account, right? All those things. So going back to, hope you all now learned what is the importance of the volatile evidence. How does it being captured? If you are not running the tool, we would have lost complete whatever the evidence I was showing that, right? So those evidence are very, very, very crucial for our investigations. Excuse me, sorry, I'm not keeping one. Okay, this is a PS list. Now network information, these things we discussed currently, right? And the current ports, what are the port number it's been open, everything you will be able to see. can use this tool, you would be able to get the what are the ports are opened in that machine, right? It will come like this. Order and tool you can download. Once if you download, then it will tell what are the applications have been, automatically getting executed. It is one of the malware characteristics. Yeah, in the crime scene, before going to the crime scene, you're supposed to carry all the tools. These tools will be very much helpful for you now to dismantle hard drives, right? After collecting volatile evidence, then we have to remove the open a case. This is the crime scene. Open this CPU, and then after opening it, you have to spot where is the hard drive, right? So you could see this is the hard drive. After taking hard drive, it is the voice that you need to take a photographs. What you could see this, this is the what evidence contains. The size is 160 GB. Make is the Seagate, right? And the model is ST 3160. Serial number you could see. Very very important whenever we people are first responder or police, in that forwarding letter they must mention these crucial details. Otherwise it will be very difficult to accept the case. They will not accept. Okay, now quickly I will show what is meant by forensic imaging, right? FTK imager, I will be using FTK imager. Then I will show you generally in the laboratory how we will create a forensic image of the drives. One example I will show. We will talk about all the topics next 1.5 hour. So generally what we will do in forensics, right? The main difference between the forensics and other sorry, digital forensics with other forensics,
Sir, Babu Subrahmani, sir, Subrahmani, sir. Hello,
yes sir,
sir.
yes sir.
Yeah, if you are in means willing, we can give a break, sir, 5 to 10 minutes, and you can continue again.
Yeah, that is good, sir.
That is your choice, sir. That is your
I
choice.
thought of asking for participant also. Shall we
Okay.
take 5 to 10 minutes break? Then we will
Yes,
come
sir.
back.
We'll again. Yeah. I'll announce, sir. So,
Yeah.
dear participants, all of you rejoin. It is already 7:25. All of you try to rejoin back at 7:35. 10 minutes. Have a break for 10 minutes and rejoin. So, in the meanwhile, guest also will have some break.
Sir, Dr. Murugadas, sir, I will address your questions no post our session. So I mean post our break. Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. We'll have a break for 10 minutes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, sir.